ETM in this bitch.
Workaholic, you work the hardest, nigga.
Work, what up? Y'all already know I be your boy 90. Let me talk my shit. Look, I'ma kick my shit black Luke Kane, and I still whoop ass new booty tang. Red life, hot head, straight propane. PPQ and that bitch spit a blue flame. When we go in here, say no names. Yeah, I got a console, play no game.
I got another question for the people, and hopefully you can help me with the answer.
I do my best.
What do you think drive people to be selfish or greedy?
You said, what do I think drive people to be selfish and greedy? It could be a lot of things, for real, like.
What do you think? All right, let's boil it down to the top three things that'll make a person greedy or selfish.
What would be your top three? Because you know everybody's ain't gonna be the same.
Well, you gotta give me your three first. I came with the question.
Okay, shit. I mean, like, I can't really say a top three things that will make a person greedy or selfish, because I don't definitely have none. But I can give you three reasons as to why I've seen people either be greedy or selfish. You feel me? And the biggest one, which is number one for me, is, you know what I'm saying, good-hearted people always get shitted on. You feel me? Like, okay, good-hearted people always get shitted on.
I see where you're going with it.
That's what I said. That's the main one. You said three, so hold on. Oh, what, you want to break that down first?
No, go ahead. Break down. That's one.
That's your second one would be.
So that's your top pick.
That's my main reason as to why good-hearted people always get shitted on.
Being good-hearted makes people selfish.
Getting shitted on makes good-hearted people greedy or selfish.
Okay.
I.e., take business moves for example. If me and you hustling, right? Say you pushing whatever you pushing and I'm pushing whatever I'm pushing, right? But I got a connection that could help you grow. You feel me? But as opposed to me putting that connection in your hand or putting you onto that connection, I keep that connection for myself and try to sell it to you so I can still win off of it.
Okay.
You feel me? And it's not nothing wrong. Hold on. It's not nothing wrong with you trying to win off of it, but if you know you can help your brother win with a better price, same quality, why hold that from him? Why try to up the price, get it for a low ass price and up the price on it?
Okay, now that's greed. Or is that just
selfish and greedy? To me, greed and selfishness is the same thing.
Or like a stingy, like.
It's the same thing to me.
Okay. Now, what was your second one?
Now, my second one, you feel me? And I said that wrong because that was actually my second one, what I just said. You feel me?
What was your second one?
Well, basically having a plate that you can feed your bros and sisters with, but as opposed to letting them have their own plate, you feed them off of yours. Basically spoon feeding niggas as opposed to allowing niggas to eat on their own.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, let me rephrase my first one because I basically broke down the second.
But
go ahead.
Now, the one that's feeding off of the plate, that's the form of the stingy.
And greed. And selfish.
What made him that way?
Usually power. Most people would say money is the root of all evil. I say power is. Because a person that never had power before, when they get it, they usually abuse it because they don't know what to do with it. You heard that old ass statement when they say, with great power comes great responsibility. That's a definite fact. You feel me? You don't think Hugh P. Newton, you know what I'm saying? Ty Rogers, shit. Rest in peace to the biggest loke that ever was. Tookie.
Tuki.
You feel me? Nipsey. All these people. You feel me? Even down to the dudes like Dolph and all everybody who passed. You feel me? That we're gonna say celebrity wise. You feel me? They had a source of power. Why? Because they could control a crowd off their words. Comedians. That's a source of power. But when you get people like, you know what I'm saying, like boom, i.e. You see how Suge Knight ran his business and it wound up costing him a whole lot out of his life. You feel me? He had power, but he abused it.
I'm listening.
That right there is what I meant when I said.
Form of stingy.
Yeah, no. When I said good-hearted people always get shitted on in the end. That's what I meant by that. Like you get a person who sour or another better one, which is actually my third one. The one who's like it all falls in the same thing when you think about it. It's still abusing power because what I mean when I say this part of it, be like boom, you do something for someone, right? You do it out the love and the kindness of your own heart. You don't expect nothing back or none of that shit. But then they turn around and be like, you ain't never did shit for me.
Now, that specific situation right there will make a person not do for that person again, but to make a person stingy and not.
That's not true. That's not true.
That statement right there will make a person that did for that person not want to do for that person again. Like, oh, word for real. Oh, okay. I never did. Now I'm gonna show you what doing shit is.
Now I can agree with that, but I will say it's not true for the simple fact of you gotta think about this. And I believe most men who are co-parenting or single parents, you feel me?
I'm listening.
The ones that's trying to be fathers, you feel me? The ones that had them sour ass BMs that be like, I did it, I do all of this, I do this, I da 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 da. You ain't never did shit for my son, but the whole time you might have not been able to be there monetarily, but you was there physically, or vice versa. You might have not been able to be there physically, was there monetarily, or you could have been there for both of them. You feel me? But because you and her didn't work out, first thing that you ain't never did shit for me and my kids. I'm a man who can attest to that 3 to 4 times.
But now, did that make you stingy or a selfish person? Did that make you?
Them.
Did that make you a person to say like, you know what, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm keeping everything to myself?
It can, because at the end of the day,
did it make you that type of person?
On me, yeah.
So you're the type of person now that won't give shit to nobody because you want it all for yourself.
No, I ain't gonna say that. Why am I still holding it?
So, the question I just asked you, you just said, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
it made you so in a certain way.
Yeah, to a degree.
Okay, so
yeah,
I say that.
Degree. I say that to a degree.
To a certain extent.
Right.
Okay. But this is what I'm saying, because me knowing you, nigga, I don't see a selfish bone in your body.
That's love.
You see what I'm saying? But that's why I asked that question. What makes people that way? Because I've never been the type of person to be selfish.
Back to what I said.
Yeah. You said the good one always get the shit in the stick.
The good-hearted always get shitted on. I said a person that don't know that gets power, never had it, abuses it. And then I said
the person with the plate give out in portions instead of letting him eat on his own.
Basically. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, honestly. To be stingy or selfish is to me my main thing is from a person I never that like you said,
Mm-hmm.
but never had anything and want to keep it all now. Now that they got it, they want to keep it.
It goes back to what I said,
I
abuse of
know,
power.
yeah, but it goes from power. It goes from money. It could go from family. It could go from anything that they never had. But once they got a hold of that or that feel of it, they ain't never letting it go. So they stingy, they selfish. It's like being the only child, and then your aunt come over with her son, and you gotta share your toys. You like, I'm not sharing these shits. I don't never share these shits. You go to
Right.
school, you got you see what I'm saying?
Right. I definitely do.
And that was my second one, being an only child.
See,
Not learning how to share or what it is to share. You know what I mean? Especially if your parents don't instill that in you or install that in you. You don't know what it is like to be like, oh yeah, you can have it. You know, oh yeah, it's no problem. You don't know because it's all yours. Whatever mommy, daddy gets you is yours. This is yours. Don't let nobody take it from you. If somebody try to take your shit, you whoop their ass.
you don't share.
But
Right.
that's where it really starts.
That's Fendi facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The third one, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a third, reasoning. But those two are the strongest ones that I
I ain't
believe.
gonna lie to you. I agree with you in those strong. I agree with you on both of those for real. Very strong. For the simple fact of, it goes back to what I said in the beginning. It depends on the situation to determine. Cause I'm talking about, you feel me, things a person would go through. Well, see, you're talking about in a way of a person being raised.
What
You feel me?
the question was, what makes a person stingy
Right.
or selfish or however the case, whatever,
Right.
however you want.
And you, right. That's why I said that
That was the question.
right. Well, so with that question being said, the proper answer, in my opinion, would be what? Depending on the situation, will determine the proper answer. You feel me?
Depends on the person and their upbringing. Understand exactly what you're saying.
It ain't just about upbringing, because you got to think about it. When you spoke on, you said as an only child, you said I'm not an only child, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you asked me a question to where I admitted to I will be selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
you also just said what? You know I don't have a selfish bone in my body. You feel where I'm coming from? That ain't got nothing to do with how I was raised, because I was raised to share, show love, you know what I'm saying? But after being treated...
You see what you just said?
Yeah.
In the same sentence?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with how I was raised, because I was raised how to raise shit.
Yeah. But you're talking about being stingy and greedy.
Yes.
Right.
And listen to what you just said.
You didn't. Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to say it to you how you said it to me.
Okay.
Remember, you said this now, and like,
pardon me,
I don't have a selfish bone in my body.
That's what you told me.
This is what you telling me, right?
That you said.
That I said to you.
Right.
Right? Now listen. Listen to this important piece of the conversation.
All right.
You right. But it's not always about how you raised, because I was raised to like share and do this. That's how I am.
Right.
So if it's not about how you're raised, then how are you mentioning the way you were raised, and that's why you are the way you are. You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what you were saying.
You misinterpreted what I said. Then you didn't let me finish. Because the whole point of what I'm saying, when I say, you said selfish and greedy, you also said you know me not to have a selfish bone. But you asked me a question where I told you yes. You said, so you said you are the selfish one. In that case, yes. Now, that part is accurate. You're on the same page, right? Now, where the mishap come in, you said race. I'm thinking life experience as far as like, you talking about, you said there's a child, being the only child, you feel me? It's all yours. You don't have to share all that.
To sharing.
Right. So now,
because anything mommy and daddy get,
right now, I wasn't raised like that. You see what I'm saying? So hold on. So that's why I said that doesn't apply to me. But how I got to the point of where I can become a selfish and greedy person is because of the things that I went through. You feel me?
But you didn't
to get there
first. But if you'd have said that first,
that's what I said. That's what I said.
You did. I can't wait till we play this back.
Oh yeah, you know I am.
Hey, y'all, I want y'all to remember everything moving, especially the money. ETM. Even that's motivation.
Hey, elevate the mind, baby. Be blessed. ETM TV /radio, where we make it make sense.